沈先生、徐先生，欢迎来金瓷书局。我是书局的督教方寒秋。
方先生好。
通过你的电报，我们获知了佩罗镇事件的原委。感谢二位查明了真相。
吕先生是一名出色的编辑，他的离世实在令人惋惜。
你电报中提到罗世文对罗佩作品的贡献，我们也已于昨日登报说明。
这样也算对吕先生有个交代。
毕城十分看重作者名誉，希望他泉下有知。
吕先生一定会很欣慰的。
雨越下越大，二位先请进，我们屋里说。沈先生这次来是要查一本书，不知书名是什么？
我也不知道确切的书名。不过，据罗世文说，罗佩的《斗士一阵》对此书的情节有所借鉴。
毕城经手过的稿件可以说是汗牛充栋，若要一份份查阅内容，耗费的时间会很长。沈先生还知道其他的信息吗？
这件事，说不定对找书有帮助。半年前，罗佩曾来书局拜访，他应该是在那个时候读到书稿的。
那次是我邀请罗佩来的，也带他去当房参观过，但我不清楚他翻阅过哪些存稿。
这件事，说不定对找书有帮助。吕先生生前的最后一段时间，都在忙哪些工作？有没有与存稿有关的？
非要说的话，毕城最近在花大力气重读过往的剧稿。
啊？已经拒绝的稿子为什么要重读呢？
此前书局并不重视侦探小说这一题材，很多的投稿都被拒了。但近年侦探小说日益受读者欢迎，毕城希望能从中发掘出更多才华横溢的作者。
也就是说，有一些优秀的侦探小说被埋没在剧稿中了。
正是如此，毕城认为侦探小说的流行大有裨益。他展示了一种严密的逻辑思维模式，同时也鼓励大家去追求真相。对于长期受八股文束缚的读者而言，这犹如沙漠中的清泉。
吕先生在做的事，的确很有意义。
先生，吕先生很可能是在整理剧稿时意识到罗佩书中的点子是抄的，所以他才会去找罗佩谈。
方先生，我们可以看看那些剧稿吗？
剧稿被送回当房了，我带你们去。奇怪了，毕城整理过的那批剧稿明明放在此处啊，怎么不见了呢？
不见了，不见了！
哦，是那只鹦鹉在说话。
夸我，夸我！
九儿乖乖，你吃完饭了吗？
完了，完了！
沈先生，这位是当房管理员吴秀丽，九儿是她养的鹦鹉。有什么需要帮忙的，尽可找她。秀丽，沈先生和阿福都是侦探，他们来书局调查线索，我们尽力要协助。
侦探，破凶杀案的那种侦探。
正是。
好猎奇，好喜欢。这还是我第一次遇到真的活的侦探。活的，活的。嘿，其实我也是一名侦探小说家， 笔名叫阿帕。
哇，好厉害啊！能拜读你写的书吗？
我还在构思中。哎，你别说，就咱们对话的时间，我忽然就有了灵感。侦探来到书局当房寻找失落的线索，摆在面前的却是成堆的书稿。要从里面找到关键证据，这是前所未有的挑战。
你这不是根本没开始写吗？
吕先生曾整理过一批侦探小说的剧稿，秀丽姑娘可知放在何处？
当房目前还没有侦探小说这个单独的分类，只有话本小说、志怪小说、公案小说、武侠小说、言情小说。那些剧稿原本杂乱地堆放在这张桌子上，不过我花费了整整2天时间，把每一份书稿都有序归档了。夸我，夸我！大家的脸色好像不太好。
那沈先生想要查阅的话，只能去每个书架上一本一本找了。
完了，完了！
无妨。阿福，我们就从最左侧的书架找起吧。这摞也翻完了，我再去拿一摞。
炒饭、牛糕、牛皮糖，先生醒醒，来吃啊！
别怕，是哥哥。仲平，你又拿了爹的烟枪。在哪里？在哪里？在哪里？别出声，我去应付。爹，你在找什么？
我钱呢？我钱呢？
家里早就没钱了，东西也被你变卖光了。
谁说没钱了？那个小兔崽子去哪儿了？丽苑的孔老板过几天就来接他，谁让他听话，跟男人去，那可是不少钱。
你疯了！
养了你们那么多年，也该尽孝了。原来躲在这里，
快跑！
可以进来吗，仲平？不让我进来的话，我只好变戏法给别人看了。你先闭上眼睛。可以睁开了。喜欢吗？这是萤石粉，可以在黑暗中发出荧光。仲平啊，你听过小猴子的故事吗？一天晚上，一只小猴子在水塘边玩耍，它看到了水中的月亮，便伸手去触碰，水面泛起了涟漪，月亮在涟漪中消失了。小猴子很震惊，以为自己把月亮打碎了，其实那只是月亮在水中的倒影。月亮消失，是因为它被云遮住了。仲平，那件事自始至终都不是你的错。即使乌云遮蔽了整个天空，你还拥有一片自己的星空。仲平，哥哥最近找到一个方法，说不定能治好你的失语症。我看到一本医学杂志上说，人遭遇过度惊吓时，舌头可能会后缩，导致舌骨脱位，无法说话。若用镊子将舌骨正位，便可恢复。我知道，那些大夫都说你再也不可能说话了，但哥哥不会放弃。可以让我试试吗？仲平，你尽可能张大嘴巴，再慢慢把舌头往外吐。很好。
哥哥，疼！
无意识的痛苦回忆，如果无法释放或治愈，可能会分裂出不同的自我，以避免面对内心矛盾。这是人出于自我保护的本能所构建的心理防御机制之一。
哥哥，你在看什么书？
哦，弗洛伊德的《梦的解析》这本书 介绍了心理疾病的发病原理和治疗方法。
心理疾病？
我想了解鸦片成瘾的心理原因，进而探索出治疗之法。
难怪哥哥最近都在看医学书籍。
如今鸦片泛滥，不仅我们家深受其害，更有千万家庭尚在苦海。
可市面上不是已经有戒烟药了吗？
市面上的戒烟药，大多数鱼目混珠的补药，价格昂贵，却收效甚微。
因此，哥哥想找到真正有效的治疗法。
我在弗洛伊德的一篇文章中，了解到一种叫高科的植物。弗洛伊德用他的提取物来治疗抑郁症等疾病。如果这个药能帮助戒烟瘾，那爹的悲剧便不会再重演了。
哥哥，还要等到什么时候啊？钓鱼好无聊。
抓狗了！
哥哥，别让鱼儿跑了。
鱼儿抓狗时不着急提竿，耐心等一等。大鱼上钩时会有明显的异沉。
是一条桂鱼。
回家，今晚哥哥做清蒸桂鱼。
太好了，有鱼吃喽！
俄国的北部毗邻北极，终年积雪。
每天都是冬天，也太冷了。有没有永远是夏天的地方？
阿非利加州的以南地当赤道，岩褐荒漠。
哥哥，你要去学医的地方在哪里？
在这儿，英国的首都伦敦。
两位公子的才华世间罕见，尤其是沈二公子，年纪轻轻就获得了公派留学资格。今日为二位留影纪念，待二位学成归来，定能大展宏图，大显身手，大有所为。本照相馆也能跟着沾光。放松，不要动喽。
哥哥，究竟是谁害了你？这是你第几次回到这里了？我没数过。第1121次。3年，几乎每个夜晚你都在这里，但你仍然找不到答案。而随着时间的流逝，你的记忆正在消退。别妨碍我。我一定会查明哥哥遇害的真相。那你可得抓紧时间了。
This is all the case files here. You can take your time reviewing here. I'll go get the paperwork ready for your signature.
Officer, I am a distinguished graduate of UCL. How could I possibly commit murder?
There's competition between you and the victim, Brian Shen. Besides, you were the last one to see him before Brian returned to the apartment.
I did see him. But you can't condemn me as guilty just because I saw him, right?
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following questions. On the day of Brian's death, August 15th, someone claims to have seen you two arguing.
We had no argument. It must be someone trying to smear my name. I can explain that. At 9 a.m. that morning, I was going to the Wandsworth Library to borrow books, passing by Pimlico. I saw Brian coming out of Mr. Bell's office building. I greeted him, but he pretended not to hear. I was angry. I grabbed him to confront and discuss the situation.
Just because you greeted him and he did not respond?
Not exactly. Mr. Bell's research project should be mine. He stole it away. He not only shamelessly took my project, but also deliberately ignored me. Wasn't that infuriating?
So you got into an argument with him over that?
I didn't. He seemed absent-minded, not responding as if he couldn't hear what I was saying. Later, someone looked our way, so I let him go. There was no argument at all.
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following questions. Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon that day? And what were you doing?
I spent the entire afternoon studying at the library, then returned to the lab in the evening.
Is there someone who can vouch for your whereabouts?
The librarian named George can testify for me.
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following. You ken of others who might bear a grudge against Brian?
I wouldn't know. I'm usually focused on my academic pursuits and don't mind others' business.
Mr. Cheng, please cooperate with our work.
I really don't know. Only one time I overheard him having a heated argument with Stone Wu.
What's the relationship between Stone Wu and Brian Shen? Do you ken why they had an argument?
They are friends. Stone often borrowed money from Brian. Their argument might be related to money, but I'm not so sure about specifics. What I heard, Stone recently made a fortune. Moreover, he hurriedly returned to China the day before Brian's incident. Definitely fishy.
We'll verify. Whether you're deemed guilty. Mr. Bell is sorry.
After all, Brian was a researcher in the project I funded and a friend of Joseph's. I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Heard this funding project is about opium cessation drugs?
Opium cessation medication is one of Watson Pharmacy's core businesses. We have always placed a strong emphasis on research and development in this area. In fact, the person we initially funded wasn't Brian, but his classmate, Toby Cheng. Unfortunately, Toby had lofty ambitions, but little progress after 6 months. Joseph introduced me to Brian. He was facing pressure from the Sassoon family due to his research. The Sassoons benefit greatly from the opium trade. They will by no means stand idly by. When I saw his research progress, it only strengthened my determination to support him. Also, the reason Brian studied pharmacy and aspired to develop better opium cessation medication was because his family was ruined and devastated by opium. I believe he is the most suitable person to carry out this research. I will do everything I can to bring...
Someone here you had an argument with Brian in the office on the morning of August 15th?
At 9 a.m. that morning, I had arranged to meet Brian for coffee to talk his recent conditions.
How's he been faring recently?
The research faced some difficulties, and Brian was feeling quite down. I encouraged him to hold on, but he suddenly became very agitated, so we ended the conversation. It wasn't like his usual self. I intended to talk to him some day later, but...
How long has he been in this condition?
In fact, during that period, his condition was quite worse. He became very pessimistic. In hindsight, I should have kept him a bit longer. I deeply regret that now. I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon on that day?
There was a pharmaceutical industry seminar that afternoon. I was invited to deliver a speech.
Understood. Your alibi is solid. For now, that's all.
Officer, may I add a few more details?
Aye, of course. Please go ahead.
Brian's research on opium cessation medication touched upon the interests of certain groups. I don't want this case to be overly influenced by external factors affecting police judgment. I also trust that the details of the case be kept confidential.
Aye.
I will do everything I can to bring...
You police, let bad guys go. Follow this old lady instead.
Mrs. Cheng, I brought you in for questioning because on that day you were...
Only one at scene? Suspect me as murderer just like that? Which fool would murder in their own home?
Mrs. Cheng, if you...
Ridiculous! Can you stop brewing my medicine, curing illness, extending life?
I'll try to keep it brief. Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon on that day?
You asked where I was. It was Hungry Ghost Festival. Taboo to go out that day. Soak up sun, dispel bad energy. Been sitting in front of the house sunning myself. You foreigners understand or not? On that day, Ghost Gate opens. Avoid going out.
I'll try to keep it brief. During that time, did anyone else in...
Of course not. No one comes in without my permission. No one's getting it in any day. Besides you police, who else likes barging into others' homes?
Did anyone else think you might have...
Yes, two eyes tracking Brian. They've been staring at
Aye, we spoke to folk across the road, and nobody's laid eyes on the pair you mentioned. James and Mary from the cafe next door said the same. Are you?
I'm sure I didn't see wrong.
I'll try to keep it brief. Master Shen, that's Harry Sergeant Gaunt, in charge of investigating your brother's case.
Family of the deceased. The investigation into this case is done and dusted. Sign.
Sergeant Gaunt, I can't sign it yet.
What you say?
My brother won't kill himself.
You questioning the police, are you?
No, I just feel that.
Mr. Shen, we hold your brother's case in the highest regard, very seriously. Suicide is the conclusion reached after a meticulous investigation and careful consideration. Whether it's Joseph or the more experienced Sergeant Gaunt, both are on board with this conclusion.
Ain't you here to collect the remains? No signature, no go with the rest of the bleeding paperwork.
各个决不自杀。可是，如果我接受这个文件，就意味着这个案子尘埃落定。我不能就这个轻易签字。这种感觉，似乎什么地方不对劲。Mr. Shen, are you feeling unwell?
A voice tells me that there is an inconsistency between us. Officers, I noticed that the letter B is marked on each folder. Is this the police station's code or identifier?
Aye, that's our station code. We're mainly responsible for security in Kensington.
The map indicates that the house where the murder occurred is located in the city of Westminster. On the map, Westminster is labeled with the code A.
You questioning if we ain't got the authority?
I'm just raising a reasonable doubt.
I've mentioned to you before, we received the initial distress telegram. That day, we showed Joseph the distress telegram. We knew the address, so we went together.
The person who sent the telegram is crucial. He is likely a key witness. We should continue.
The scene's a locked room, and the only fingerprints on the murder weapon are your brother's. Just these two bits alone are enough to peg it as a suicide. Unless you can cough up some proper evidence, go on and get out of my sight.
哥哥，什么是侦探呀？
侦探也像旅行家一样四处冒险，但他们总能发现别人注意不到的细节。
说不定有什么细节被我忽略掉了。
If you claim my brother stabbed himself, this... end of the knife handle. It seems that he wasn't gripping the dagger, but rather holding it between 2 fingers. In this position, how could he have stabbed himself in the chest with the dagger?
Clearly that ain't the way he held the dagger when he offed himself.
But if he held the dagger in a different way, there should have been more fingerprints left.
Not necessarily.
We speculate your brother held the dagger through his shirt sleeves. No fingerprints were left.
If he intended to kill himself, why would he avoid leaving fingerprints on the dagger?
That doesn't matter.
You, Mr. Shintunai, get upset. We're not trying to make things difficult for you deliberately. The detail you're questioning, even if it's in doubt, it's didn't change the conclusion. It was a locked room. Door, windows, skylight, all locked from inside. The only key was in your brother's hand. There is nae a second person who could have committed the act in such a situation.
Are there truly no other possibilities?
No.
有没有可能，凶手提前复制了一把钥匙？
沈先生，我跟你说过，握在你哥哥手中的是房间唯一的钥匙。
复制一把钥匙并不是多复杂的事。
你对你的无知一无所知。显而易见的问题，警方会考虑不到。
郑夫人家的钥匙采用了一种独特的东方设计，你在案卷中见过的。我找了不少锁匠来核实过，没人能做出一模一样的。
当真如此吗？可郑阿姨的家里为何要用那么复杂的钥匙和锁？
原因不重要，重要的是，这让案发现场成为了一个密室。
应该还有其他的可能性存在。房间唯一的钥匙在哥哥手里，更可能是因为凶手。也许凶手锁好门后，要用某种方式将钥匙送了回来。
哦，通过哪里送回来？
大概率还是通过门送回钥匙，毕竟门是房间唯一的出入口。
可是，凶手要怎样通过门把钥匙送回被害人手中呢？
也许，案发后有人把钥匙送回了哥哥手里。
你在怀疑警方？
案发后只有琼斯先生和约瑟进过房间，尸检又是由约瑟做的。
等等，你怀疑凶手是约瑟？
至少这种可能性存在。
直到接到报案前，约瑟一直待在警局，警局里的人都可以证明。
容我再想想。也许
你在
案发后这……
等等，
容我。也许
你在
等等，
至少这种可……
直到接到报案前。
大概率还是通过门送回钥匙。毕竟门是房间唯一的出入口。
可是，凶手要怎样通过门把钥匙送回被害人手中呢？
凶手
什么机关？
首先，凶手要用这件物品将钥匙和哥哥的手连接起来。容我。首先，凶手可以利用煤油瓶中的棉线运输钥匙。
可警方没有在地上发现什么棉线。
运输完成后，他完全可以将沾有煤油的棉线点燃烧毁。
可钥匙上既没有沾染煤油的痕迹，也没有烧灼的痕迹。
容我仔细想。首先，凶手要用这件。
摩斯码指盘，
指弹的内侧比较脏，有一些磨损痕迹。我怀疑这是指弹在地上拖行所产生的痕迹。
不可行。首先，电报机的朝向就是问题。电报机上的指盘指向实验桌的方向，而不是指向房门。其次，从空间上看，电报机、被害人和房门并不在一条直线上，这里不仅有角度差，还有高度差。小子，现在你来告诉我，凶手是怎么用纸袋怀疑？
仅凭纸袋是不够的，凶手应该还用到房间中的一些其他物品。究竟这些物品构成的情况？他们又是怎样运转的？我需要把思路好好整理一下。
Officers, I know how the killer returned the key.
Mr. Shen, then please, share your thoughts.
The killer indeed used the code paper strip to transport the key. He inserted one end of the paper strip into the key's chain hole and bent it back in reverse. Used my brother's hand to hold onto the strip. Next, used the candle to change the direction of the strip and keep it down with a low stool. Installed the reel onto the phonograph. When the phonograph was activated, it retrieved the paper strip and pulled back the key. The key had resistance when passing through the hand, causing the strip to detach. Then, the key stayed in his hand. This is the method the killer used to return the key.
Interesting.
Since the Morse code paper reel is not a component of the phonograph, we all instinctively assumed that it could only be installed on the telegraph machine. But in fact, the telegraph machine can't retrieve paper strips. What truly aided the killer in this scheme was the phonograph by the desk.
The phonograph can have so many uses.
Please take a look. The phonograph's tone arm continuously shifts to the right during music playing. The tone arm pushes the paper reel away and the reel rolls into the position where it was found. So, the killer's artifice of creating a locked room illusion stands completely exposed.
Mr. Shen, that's truly an enlightening deduction.
What's your opinion, Sergeant Gaunt?
Your speculation does have a certain level of plausibility,
Could the police say that?
but speculation is just speculation. Cracking a case comes down to evidence and facts.
My statements are backed by factual evidence.
Your speculation does seem to explain some of the phenomena at sea. But there are still fatal contradictions between it and some crucial facts.
What facts?
Time. Between 1:40 and 2:30 that afternoon, the cafe downstairs had uninterrupted phonograph music. If the killer turned on the phonograph to transport the key back into the room, then before 1:40, he must have locked the door and left the scene. According to autopsy, your brother's time of death is estimated to be between 2 and 3. Of course, it can be narrowed down further to 2 to 2:28. He was dead when the police arrived. You catch what this implies? Even following your speculation, your brother got stabbed after the killer left the room. That blows the foundation of this reasoning out of the water, doesn't it?
Is it possible he was attacked before 1:50, with death occurring after 2 o'clock?
You know he died from a weapon piercing the left pulmonary artery, causing sudden cardiac arrest. In other words, he died instantly, right after getting stabbed. The bloodstains at the scene confirm that as well.
Could this situation be due to... Perhaps the killer had an accomplice. For example, the cafe staff may be lying about this matter.
We've questioned more than one staff member, and the likelihood of collusion among them is low.
Could it be the police?
这警察是东西，推理毫无意义。的确，任何证据的真实性都要被打上问号。合理的思路是，咱不做此假设，除非有明确的证据证明警察有问题。从头来过吧。
Could this situation be due to... Perhaps the killer activated the phonograph before killing. After killing my brother and setting up the scene, they placed the paper reel on the phonograph.
If that's the case, the killer had to pause the phonograph while setting up the paper reel.
In that case, the play must be paused. But the cafe staff clearly stated in their testimonies the play they had was continuous.
It is impossible to place the paper reel on a spinning phonograph. Allow me a moment. Could this situation be due... Since the door was locked first, then the murder, the killer likely employed a method to delay the time of the murder.
How can that be possible? There are no signs of binding or defense wounds on your brother's body. Would he just stand by and watch the killer set up a killing mechanism?
I suspect my brother had lost the ability to move at that time. My brother's autopsy report is the best evidence. Officer Jones mentioned that most contortions are related to paralysis of the back nerves. I suspect the killer used anesthetic drugs on my brother.
Wade suggested this direction early on, but toxicology results came back all negative.
Perhaps a substance undetectable with current forensic expertise.
Can't confirm or deny that possibility. But before delving into the drug angle, a more pressing question is, if there was no one in the room at the time, how did the weapon pierce the victim's chest? No crossbows or similar devices were found at the scene.
Officer Jones, was the dagger vertical to the ground at that time?
At that time, one was in a contorted position, chest almost parallel to the ground. The dagger was thrust vertically into his chest.
Vertical to the ground. And the location where my brother was murdered happened to be directly beneath the skylight. This is likely not a coincidence.
Is suspecting the killer hung the dagger on the skylight? On second thought, the skylight is very high and it's impossible to reach without a ladder. But Mrs. Chen's house doesn't have a ladder. There were no signs of anything being moved at the crime scene. How was the dagger pulled up then? It can't have flown there, can it?
Officer Jones, you reminded me. This item made me realize how...
Hold on, there's no apparent connection.
Allow me... This item made me
Hold on, there's no...
Allow me... This item... Allow me... This item made...
Hold on.
Okay, you've got...
This item made me realize...
I'm not realize about. I'm lucky and I don't know. Fuck. That is what. Eh, this.
Hold on.
This item made me realize...
Why I don't know. Why I don't know. Why.
Hold on.
This item made me realize...
Let's see the answer. Gosh. What the hell?
Mr. Shen's suggesting the photograph along with the dagger took off?
He means the lantern in a photo. That idea does have a touch of imagination to it.
But can a lantern truly carry a dagger and take off?
At room temperature, air density is 0.08 of a pound per cubic foot, while hot air in a lantern is 0.06 of a pound per cubic foot. 35 cubic feet volume lantern, excluding its own weight, can lift an object weighing up to 9.17 ounces. The dagger weighs 5.64 ounces, requiring only 24 cubic feet of lantern volume to lift it.
Sergeant Gaunt's calculations are precise and admirable.
Never thought Sergeant Gaunt's math skills were so deep and unbelievable.
Just a bit of a private hobby, you know.
So why wasn't there a lantern found at the crime scene?
I got it. The asbestos mesh serves as the base support for the lantern, with a stone wax as the heat source. This partially burned piece of paper should be part of the lampshade. On the lab table, there's a stack of identical, large, lightweight sheets of paper.
I didn't ken what method the killer used to completely burn the lampshade like that.
I believe the lampshade must have been brushed with kerosene. When the flame spread, it could burn down the entire sky lantern.
No wonder there were paper ashes on your brother's body.
The position where the lantern hangs from the ceiling was not controllable. How did the killer ensure that the falling dagger would definitely stab the victim? Besides, about the death time delayed, how did he control the timing of the dagger's descent?
There should be another mechanism at the scene, composed of a sky lantern and some other items. The ring at the end of the dagger's handle shows signs of scorching. There are scorch marks on the skylight frame as well. And the location where my brother was murdered happened to be directly beneath the skylight. That's the killer's plan.
Go on, then. Let's see.
The reason the killer placed my brother right beneath the skylight is because the skylight is concave, feasible to fix the sky lantern to its window frame. Then, he tied the kerosene-soaked cotton thread to a candle. After arranging the key, paper, and phonograph, he could leave the room and lock the door. Before long, the candle burned down to the cotton thread that suspended the dagger. Finally, the dagger fell vertically, piercing my brother's chest. My brother's death is definitely not a suicide. It's murder. The killer is still at large.
Bravo.
For someone without professional training, you are quite impressive. You do have a natural talent for detective work, indeed. However, this particular dagger tips the scales at a mere 160 grams. Falling from the skylight, could it veritably penetrate your brother's heart? Perhaps it behooves us to undertake an experiment.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Shen. We've given it our all, tried every which way, but we just can't mimic the scenario you put forth.
But those mechanisms, why?
I do ken how you're feeling, but I'm fearing we're at a standstill with no breakthroughs in sight.
冇理由㗎，嗰啲機關一定係用咗嘅喎，所以先留低咗啲痕跡嘅喎，先留低咗啲線索嘅喎。
重大突破！重大突破！先生，找到那份书稿了。
我刚刚睡着了。
是啊，外面天都亮了。
沈先生，趁你睡着，我翻了好多书架，可算是把那本书找到了。
夸我，夸我！
秀丽，快把书拿给沈先生看吧。
沈先生，罗佩借鉴的应该是这篇小说了。
藻井之殇，作者勾陈居士。如果不是祖父的急性，我恐怕不会再踏入祠堂一步。老屋门环上斑驳的铜锈，一如叔伯们身上阿扎的铜锈。三婶夫人便炫耀儿子刘长带回来的留声机，据说是挂在明陵的城外，要在仪式上大露一手。大 boss 被刺死的机组仪式上，那可是间密室啊，唯一的钥匙就在大伯身上。现场除了尸体旁的七星灯格外耀眼，就是那会唱歌的机器。大伯是被七星灯借怒，亦或是被机器的声音蛊惑。我重新勘察了现场，的确是间密室。留声机也有变调而显得诡异，难道真的是为神作祟？凶手是用孔明灯用凶器升到藻井之上，变调的留声机则让我察觉到了流程的危险，密室迎刃而解。但藻井下的味觉还有新的滚周液，温回不上次。封底贴着一张纸，上面写着“少伯镇关亭街东首”。
先生，怎么样？有什么发现吗？
密室、留声机、孔明灯，没口七星。书中的密室没有天窗，但屋顶有个藻井，两者的作用是一样的。我子麻纸袋则被替换成了鱼线。相比罗佩的小说，这份书稿与哥哥的命案现场更加相似。
其他现场的细节也都一样吗？
教主，两者的布置有诸多差异，不过这些差异均与案情无关。唯一案情上的区别是死状。
死状？
凶器插在他的背上，他的尸体也没有出现反曲现象。
这个差异意味着什么呢？
我不知道。
沈先生，我听了你们的讨论，突然有些联想。我听了超级曲司机怎么说，艺术源于生活，高于生活。毕竟我本人也是侦探小说作者嘛，明白作者喜欢从现实中获得不成的。 理情节与沈先生追查的案件高度相似。我想，那作者应该是案件的真凶人吧？我的。
那里对，可这个勾陈居士是何许人？
这我就不清楚了。
作者只留了笔名，我也不知道他的真实身份。
他还有其他作品吗？
没有了，这是勾陈居士唯一的投稿。
有没有哪位作家的文风与他相似？说不定作者还用过其他笔名。
此书虽构思精巧，但文笔生涩。作者更像初出茅庐的生手，而非经常创作小说之人。
那字迹呢？我好像看到过一些书稿字迹与这本书相似。
这是刘当年的誊抄件，字迹是誊抄员的，原稿已经退还给作者了。
当时退稿地址应该还能找到吧？
时间久远，书局又搬过家，收稿和退稿的记录都找不到了。
书的这个部分，说不定对找作者有帮助。书的内容也许对寻找作者有一定帮助。小说所描绘的风土人情，全都是象征的。发生案件的甘棠镇，其实是邵伯镇的别称。
别城前好像是去过一趟邵伯。阿周姐，还有印象吗？
确有此事，不过我不清楚他具体去了什么地方。
书的这个部分，说不定对找作者有帮助。书的封底贴了一张纸，上面写着“邵伯镇官厅街东首”。
是一个看上去确实是碧城姐的字迹。阿周姐，你知道这个地址吗？
没有，不过你倒提醒我了。碧城说过自己找到了部分剧稿作者的地址，准备走访一下。
先生，我们快去吕先生写的地址看看吧，说不定勾陈居士就住在那里。
好，我们看看去。两位，我可以把这份书稿先借走了。
当然，还有什么需要我帮忙的，尽管开口。
再见。
邵伯镇官厅街东首，就是这里啊。
进去看看。
先生，这里看上去荒废很久了，勾陈居士会不会早就搬走了？祠堂，
先调查一下看看。